Students at Harding Academy in Memphis were greeted with a special guest whose life story is also only described as remarkable. Francis Sosu, is that right? A native of Ghana has risen from the depths of desperation by keeping his eye on one prize: education. Fox 13's Les Smith joins us live in the studio with Sosu's inspiring story. Hey, Les.
You know, Merle, there are many paths on the road to success, but no one should ever be forced to endure the kind of pitfalls and barriers Ghanan Francis Sosu bravely managed to overcome to fulfill his dream of promise.
It means that you have solutions.
Even if his life was a work of fiction, it would still be hard to believe. But 31-year-old Francis Sosu, a native of Ghana, is no character of fiction. He is a man with truly a real life-changing story of despair, of hope, and determination, leading to breathtaking accomplishment.
The question was whether I was going to be with a family, to sort of perish with the family, or I was going to take some steps on my own. So I decided to go to the street so that I can work and survive. Eventually die.
On Tuesday, students at Harding Academy in Memphis listened with rapt attention as Sosu told the inspiring story of his life and his life-saving relationship developed with the help of the international Christian outreach organization, the Village of Hope. Sosu's remarkable tale began with his birth in the poverty-stricken African nation of Ghana. His mother, a former slave girl. His father would sink into alcoholism. His eldest sister, blind after contracting measles. All were uneducated. The hopelessness of his family situation would force Sosu to the streets to daily scrounge for life's necessities as one of the nation's thousands of homeless. But one constant kept his dreams alive, the pursuit of an education, a drive which propelled him through elementary and junior high schools in the face of almost insurmountable odds.
Even in these conditions, I always woke up in the morning and went back to school. That was a room that butchered animals were cleaned. So you wash down in the black, in the charcoal, in the coal that was used to burn the animals before they are being washed. And the last day of that exam, it had rained the night before, and my uniform were completely wet. And I had to wear the wet uniform like that and go to school to write my final exam.
It was as the president of his school student council that Sosu attracted the attention of a couple involved in the Village of Hope organization in Ghana.
The Village of Hope cares for orphaned and abandoned and destitute children in Ghana, provides home for them, provides education, health care.
They were the first people who took me, showed me love, and for the first time, they took me out of the streets. They paid off my school fees, gave me decent accommodation, and then they gave me food. 3 square meals a day. And today,
an association developed through the Village of Hope that led Sosu to achieving degrees in sociology and eventually a law degree, and has culminated in chronicling his life story into a book entitled Love Lifted Me. After a speech to Harding students who also donate to the Village of Hope in Ghana, they were overwhelmed by his experience.
Honestly, it makes me sad to hear that things like that are going on in the world. But at the same time, it makes me happy just to know that there are people out there doing things about it. And it inspires me to want to, go help people.
And it just shows that a little bit of love can take people a pretty long way.
And I think Memphis is a very beautiful place. I would love to come back.
I'd be happy to invite you back, Mr. Sosu. He says he plans on returning home to Ghana as an attorney, now that he's got his law degree, to take on some of his country's problems, including unemployment and the poverty he managed to survive through. Les Smith, Fox 13 News.